Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Yeah, came in early right there. Hey, need lots of help. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb. Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and the renovated new site breal.tv. That's www.breal.tv, where we will be putting up some exclusive things that we won't be putting up here. So make sure you become a subscriber of the site. To my right, Mr. Goodlight, DJC minus.
Happy Monday.
How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
To his right, the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
What deep? What's good, man?
And that Dodger LAFC splash.
Wow.
Looks real good. In the Treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra, and the Dominator.
You saying Bobo looks real good today, huh, B?
That's Dodger Blue right there, man.
Sorry.
That's not Boo Boo Blue.
I don't know. When I walked in today, I almost had to jump Bobo. Had to hold myself back.
I think we need to give you blood class. Because you got to know the difference between the Boo Boo and the Dodger Blue.
Okay.
There's a
Well,
difference.
you know that you saw me and you started waving hello.
Hi.
You know, like, hey, what's good, man? How you doing? How was your weekend? Yeah. I don't know all this jumping.
And I was like, I'll talk to you later.
And we got our special guest in the house, artist Benny Cruz, up in here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting at the table with us, bro. And we got the Concentrate King in the building, back from NYC,
What up, everybody?
Cali Blythe.
What you bring back?
What's that?
You brought anything back? Like,
Yeah, actually, I did. Brought back some real piff New York haze.
Yeah.
Roll some up after
Hey.
the show.
nice.
I saw this thing today that that got put up by Dougie. You know Dougie, right? And he was talking about, and
It's trolling, bro.
I don't know what to call it,
It's
but
trolling.
like he was saying that he thinks that East Coast weed is better than Cali weed because they do it more boutique
It's not true.
and this and that. I know it's not true.
He's trolling, bro. He does this before all of his competitions. He writes anything and anything, even if it's completely nonsense. Those are what get the most comments and the most things, so it brings the most attention. But
I was tempted to comment.
you should have, but you know what? Don't even bring attention to that nonsense.
No, I wasn't
Don't feed
going
into
to
it.
because like Doug, you know, he's the homie and all that. But like,
You
Yeah,
would
right
think
there.
that
There it is.
You would think that he knows.
Cali produces more boof mids than it does fire. This is the furthest thing from the truth. Now, there are a lot of mids.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of boof. But a lot of that stuff comes from Mexico. It's no one out here really thinks to grow mids or boof.
You know what, though? Out of all of the stupid things he posted,
That's pretty stupid.
that one's stupid, but that one wasn't even as stupid as one of the ones before, because when you actually think about it, we do have a lot of tremendous grows in Central and Northern California that are 15, 20 acres. That's straight mids.
A lot of mids, yeah.
So if you want to talk about volume, yeah, there is actually more mids. But when it comes to volume of exotics, we blow out New York by how much we have.
Yeah,
So
they
there's
got
no
listen,
comparison, bro.
Doug, they got to export our stuff over there. How do you think they got it?
Yeah.
True.
Focus more on
Come on.
actually throwing a good event instead of trolling people. How about that? Real talk. I'm sorry. Many people lost a lot of money with these things, and I just want to shout out to the Olympics, who not only sold out the event, Fire Marshal had to start the door, and we started 2,000 people in line. That's what's called putting on a real event and actually investing money into your event instead of just investing money into marketing. And then when people fly out there and we ain't got nothing going on, that ain't the business.
That ain't the
bro.
business,
That's
baby.
not the business, man.
I want to send a shout out to Budology, who had me down there this weekend. Salute to everybody. Staff is dope. The place is dope. They got some dope products. They had some
Hell
kind
yeah.
of place over there.
They sure did, man. Shout out to them.
And they got some dope people that go to the shop, like loyal consumers and fans of this shop, man. They're doing it right. So salute to Budology. Thank you for having me. Again, I was there a year ago and it was cracking.
Yep. Good people.
They told me they had like 5,000 people hanging out on 420 day of.
Yep.
I'm like, and that's out in San Jacinto or San Jacinto. Sorry.
Yeah, San Jacinto.
San Jacinto.
Wow.
It's a little drive, but it's nice. It was crazy. We did not, like last time we went out there, we did not see the Scientology Center that's right before going into the little city.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. This time we seen it. It's a big ass castle and a colony. It looks like a colony like a cultist type of colony.
Wow.
Not
Like a
So how did you see it from where the butt out?
on the side of the road. There's no names on any of the buildings until you get to the entrance point where it says Golden Eye Productions or something like this. And it's owned by the Scientologists. It's where all their main producers and people that come up with all their promotional stuff, movie stuff, like Tom Cruise goes and does things there. He's in and out, and it's secure. You cannot be up in there unless.
You got Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence and Thomas and James.
Is it called Gold Base?
What?
Is it called Gold Base?
Maybe that's what they call it, but like on the front end, it's called Golden Eye Productions or something like that. But that's the castle that's there, and all you see is emblems and symbols and stuff like this. There's nothing to indicate what it actually is. It was the trippiest thing.
But it's a
Aton's production company. What's that one? Brown Eye Productions?
Brown Eye Productions.
I thought so.
Ouch.
That was unsolicited,
Yeah, I'm back. I gotta
unprovoked.
do it.
Wow.
good.
Broken Spokes Films.
Broken Spokes Films. That's his new production company. Anyway, salute to people out there in San Jacinto who came out to hang out with us. Word. Benny, man.
That was fucked up.
Your art's been getting around everywhere, and it's dope to see you like just popping up everywhere, man.
Thank you.
And I saw what you did with the "I Love You, Mary Jane."
Yeah,
That was tight.
thank you.
What was the inspiration on the phrases that you're using these days?
The inspiration, it's your lyrics,
Oh well, thank you.
right?
Well, I mean, it's more than just that. I mean, like you're
of course.
doing all kinds of different things too, right?
Yeah, normally I paint portraits and stuff like that. The only thing is I developed this. I developed into starting using text,
Right. Like using
and that's what I do now. I can't think of any other thing.
and is it like a projection, the text, or it's something you actually put up on the wall where the
No. Normally I use paper.
right.
So I cut it. I make a design, then I cut it, and then I apply it to the wall
Right.
with duct tape,
Yeah.
just so I don't want to make an impact
Right.
because I want to come to the United States.
Yeah.
So if I have a problem,
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, yeah, that's different than painting something on, because you could just take.
yeah, I do that too, but I have a permission.
Yeah.
So very legit.
Yeah.
Only I don't have permission to make the installations, but I do it anyway.
Right.
So it's chill.
That's a part of the art, though, the street art.
Yeah.
You know, to be like having permission on some things and you know, being an outlaw and doing things where you can just off the vibe, right?
It's like a gray area
Yeah.
somehow. Because, you know, if they want to make trouble, they make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that they're more accepting of it these days?
Not in LA.
Not in LA. They still
I think it's more problematic. A lot of guards, you know, a lot of buildings have a lot of security.
security, yeah.
You know, buildings that looks like there's nobody there. There's no business there. And they got a guard that comes out and we got to leave. Or they call the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had close calls like that where like, you know, or that you've gotten arrested doing the art?
No.
You've always managed to get
Oh,
out.
when I was younger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the gamble doing the street art.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of it in the beginning when we were younger, there was no permission to do any of it. They didn't want any of it.
True.
As cool as some of it looked too. I mean, you know, there was a lot of great pieces out there, and they scrubbed a lot of shit.
Man.
Damn it.
Got him.
Got it.
Bobo, you owe two, brother.
I don't know 2.
Yeah, you do.
Dang.
I owe 1.
I think you owe 2, buddy.
Plus one.
That's dope.
2 for 2.
And I work close to a photographer called Jens Franzén. So he makes all the photographies.
So it's basically a combination of you doing the art and then the photographer coming and capturing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also helps me. He assists me.
Yeah.
So we're a team.
Yeah. I mean, hey, teamwork makes the dream work. That's what they say,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Of
what
course.
it say.
Are you out here now, or are you still back in New York?
I'm going back to New York tomorrow.
Oh, you're just here visiting or just working?
Just doing this.
Yep.
Where's been the hardest place that like it was difficulties or like, you know, you had to get out of there in a hurry? Like, was there any place that I mean, you know, because some places have more security than others, or some security is like a little bit more serious than others? I don't know.
I say Sweden.
Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, they don't play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I like, you know, New York is more relaxed. It's easier to do stuff in New York. Here is much more surveillance. And I guess it's also because of all the social problems that you have here.
Yeah.
Like in downtown LA, for example.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't lying.
And then it's kind of relaxed as well, but they want to protect their businesses or stuff.
What part of New York you live in?
I don't live in New York.
Oh, you don't?
It's
Just
like
work?
home. The thing
Oh,
is,
gotcha.
when we're here, we're thinking we're going back home.
Right.
But we don't live in New York. We live
Where
in
do you-
Sweden.
Oh, wow. You live in Sweden. Oh, that's great. That's
The thing is, our art, like we have a kind of a base in New York.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was trying to pick up on the accent. Is it the Dutch-like accent? You grew up there?
What?
What do they
In
speak
Sweden.
in Sweden? They speak just Swedish?
Oh yeah.
Or is it
yeah.
Dutch?
Yeah, but
Oh,
my parents are from Latin America, so
From?
Chile.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I
Oh.
speak Spanish. Spanish
There you
is
go.
my language, and
There you go.
Swedish.
So how long have you been in New York, you say?
They go back. They just go to work.
I just don't live there. I just have my.
Oh, so you live in
my
Sweden, you
base
say?
there. Yeah. But you know, New York feels like home for me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, New York feels like home for me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you've done a lot of really cool pieces. I was looking at your
thank
IG and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
a lot of cool pieces in New York and obviously everywhere. But
Yeah.
I like that it's like you said, text writing. A lot of almost all of it is text right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's that inspiration? Where is your first inspiration to start even?
You mean with my art
Yes,
generally?
generally.
It's expressing myself, you know, to take place. I mean, normally I would think about doing a mural or something like that. Today I do it much easier. I mean, I don't mean it's easy. It's a lot of thinking, you know, a lot of processing, and then I get at it. But you know, when it comes to texts about Public Enemy or about hip hop, then I normally use parts of their lyrics and amplify them.
What got you into doing text? Because you said before you used to do portraits more, right?
Yeah.
What caused you to like get into doing the text?
It's actually I always been doing it.
Ah.
The thing is, I did it like a kid. I mean, I made some kind of installations when I was a kid. So I think I just stopped thinking about perfection.
Yeah.
And I developed.
It's dope, some of the phrases you've been able to put up.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
Now, do you get some of these phrases from listening to the music? Like, do you listen, like if you're doing it like a sentence from Chuck D, are you listening to Public Enemy at the time when it comes to mind? Like, you know what, maybe I'm going to do this.
Sometimes, but also, you know, I discussed this with a guy named Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Meyer, you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Meyer.
So he has a lot of good input. Like he has a good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some kind of collaboration, you could say.
Yes.
So both. I mean, I listen a lot to hip hop. I mean, I grew up listening to Public Enemy, Cypress Hill, you know, Wu-Tang, etc. Gangstar.
Dope.
Good ones.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
I mean,
you got a shitload of phrases that, and I'll say it.
Yeah, you-
Shitload of phrases. That's 3. That, you know, from the catalogs of the groups that you grew up to that inspired you. I mean, there's so many
Oh man.
pieces that you could use. I mean, that you've already used. I mean,
Look at that.
but I mean, there's like you have a library ready to go. I bet.
Yeah, there's a lot of
and
sides.
there's a lot of love to New York as well.
Yes.
Right.
When did you first start going to New York?
Start going.
Yeah, like when was your first trip? What year?
Like
Remember?
it was last year.
Oh, that was your first time?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
first time, huh?
But to
Amazing.
understand this, I mean, there was nothing going on with my art in Europe, so I got a lot of audience in
Right.
New York.
Right.
So that was the whole difference. You know, made a difference for me as an artist as well. So
Yeah, because you didn't see much of what you're doing in New York previously. Like you've seen pieces, you've seen graphics,